Yeah, Nathan, this is insanely fast style, insanely fast power for the killer. I'm extremely excited to see the new Myers playing. I have never seen a single like a single competitive Myers match after the rework. What do you expect from this match? Honestly, I was about to say the exact same thing. For the start they had, they recovered very well. Like the fact that they got such chase and the Myers is forced to leave now, there is just it's just a really good pace. They're in such a good place right now. Honestly, I'm really excited to see like how much jump progress the survivors have right now, but I am also extremely like curious how they're gonna play this chase because I'm not gonna lie, survivors are playing their chases precisely. They're making such a good job out of all of their resources. Honestly, this is such a good place for the killer to start snowballing. Like, having two survivors injured and one on the ground, with only one survivor healthy, it is such a good place to be. And we do get it down, it's two slugs now. Rainfall might get a really good result out of this, because we are still at 5 gens regardless. No, he decides to pick up the survivor, which is definitely not a bad play, it's just way more safe. Because realistically, even if you get an injury on Ace, he's probably gonna get someone else up, and it's just gonna like it can unsnowball out back to normal gameplay, and this is definitely not what you're looking for as a killer. It's just way safer to collect your stages right now. You can see Rainfall getting a lot of surprise attacks basically throughout the entire match, which is definitely showing that he knows how to play this killer and he knows how to play this map and he knows how to do the jump scare Myers building paths or something, I don't know. But this is definitely the reason that he's getting all those downs. Like, look at this guy go. Yeah, no, Rainfall is just putting so much pressure on survivors. They can't seem to find their game. They can't seem to find their tempo, which is definitely so beneficial towards Desperate. I think Rainfall is just so confident in his own Meyer skills, because look at him walking. He just doesn't care about anything. He just aims to kill. Surprisingly, he is a killer player after all. But no, we are seeing the Anvil on the Adam, and I would assume Rainfall's gonna try to tunnel him out, which would be really really bad. Because as you said before, 3v1 on an indoors map against the stealth killer is just they are so hard to play. You have to be so safe and make literally no mistakes to actually get out of this. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, it's definitely not the best part, but you can still win so much time just winning 50s, which is exactly what Winnie does. And just as I said this, he loses the 50, and he unfortunately goes down. I guess it's Caster's curse again. I am getting my big boy Caster experience now. It's the incredible comeback from Team Reliance. They're just putting up such a fight after such a hard start. I I'm genuinely impressed. I'm like speechless right now, which is probably not what you want to be as a caster. But no, if Myers comes back and he wants his tunnel out. Like he wants his downs. Managing to get this into 2v1, which would be extremely easy considering two of survivors are dead hook, would basically guarantee a 4k. And depending on how fast the second tunnel out is, gonna decide if it's gonna be a 4K or 4K1. I I am a kind of guy that always roots for survivors though, so I do I want to have outs this game. What about you, Nathan? Honestly, yeah, no, Myers has done an amazing job at just putting pressure. I do want to say though, Nathan, I am afraid you're being a bit silly, and I am looking like a schizocaster right now. But I hope this gets fixed soon. And we are seeing the chase on Jake, who is unfortunately at that hook. And this is definitely not the chase you want to be taking, especially on such a 50-50 pallet. And let's see, if Rainfall gets this down, it's probably gonna look like a 4K1, and he gets the 50! Very well played. Oi! Honestly, Rainfall is so on top of this game. Like, this guy just knows everything about this map apparently. Like, look at him getting all those trick shots. He definitely does want to get in the finals montage of Dead by Dawn. It's out.
Hello, everybody. We are back after some technical difficulties, but I am here speaking. You can hear my voice. We have the Myers set coming back. We did see a 4K1 from Team Desperate. We had Rainfall on the Myers, and he did manage to secure a 4K1, but Reliance managed to get a fresh hook out the hatch. So that means that if their killer manages to get a 4K1, that will actually be the win for them instead of a tie. But I am here with my co-caster still X Rachel. There's a hit coming in every time I try and intro you. Oh, it's moving so fast.
It's fine. It's a silly look, as you said, and a lot of jump scares happen. I guess survivors are feeling really confident, not really playing safe and camping pallets and all until they know the info. But yeah, no, it's finally nice to be casted with, not being schizo.
You were casting to your demons before.
My favorite.
But yeah,
But no, we are chasing.
we do see a
Ah,
bit of
you
an
go, you go.
interesting build I want to talk about real quick. Ruin Dragon's Grip. Now, I don't mind the idea of Dragon's Grip. I think for the win con you have 4K1, you need to make something happen and you need some sort of quick down. But you're not going to get that quick early down if you have Ruin. But I think they're probably going for more of a mid-game thing. But as we do see the new Myers coming through with the pallet break, and we are going to see them playing this pallet. Nubasic is playing it well, managing to run away at the right time. But yeah, it's only a matter of time on this pallet if you don't have, a door connecting to it.
Honestly, I'm actually surprised.
Oh,
Prince is getting an insane flick. Oh my god, this is such a good dash from him. Actually, showing how the new Myers is stronger than the previous one because the old Myers would never get this down. It's just an amazing dash from Prince.
yeah, things are moving so quickly. It was looking a little rough, but now it's looking good. Having a hook and a slug, it looks like he's gonna be looking for a way to get into that room. Yeah, Hawkins is a little bit unforgiving sometimes with what doors are closed, but this is gonna be a second hook if he chooses to have it. But it looks like Novasic is just sitting in that corner, so Prince can just sit here, watch the slug and the hook, and doesn't need to pick.
Honestly, this is exactly what Prince needs right now for such a win con. I think he's in a great position right now because we just see one gen pop and he's got a slug and a hook at basically the same place. He's putting so much pressure on survivors, and none of them can properly rotate because Ruin's gonna eat up their chance. He's just in such an amazing position.
Yeah, and he sees the rotate coming in for the pickup. Oh, opting to go for the hit there a little early, but it is fine. I believe we are going to see the down come in now. And Ace on hook is getting ever so closer to death hook, but we might see Nia come around and get the save. It is Jake going for the save, but that's going to be another down. I don't know if you can afford this trade here, because now he can just go hook on Pain Res, and the Ruin was just eating away at the gens, and now Pain Res. This is looking really good for Alliance here.
Honestly, this trade, I don't think I like it either. I mean, I guess you are saving your survivor from going to that hook, but you are also giving away the fresh hook, which is technically one of your weakest win cons right now. Because as we all know, in the previous set, our fresh survivors came through the hatch, so we like for one with four freshes would be a win for Team Reliance. And we see Ace getting found kind of out of place, kind of out of position. I don't think he reaches anything from here.
Yeah, and he's kind of getting fucked over here by Hawkins just not having those doors open. And this is going to be a death hook going on to Aces. We do see another gen pop across the map. And this is going to be another Painter's hook because we did not use it for his first hook. And yeah, I think 4K1 is really tough on Myers, especially new Myers being a little bit worse than old Myers. But man, Prince is making it look like it's gonna happen again. And yeah, I think he wants to secure this ace death here because if he can get death, even if another gen pops, that's a 3v1 with 2 injured going into 2 gens left. I think that's very 4K1able from that position.
No, definitely. The killer is in such position that basically the game is in such position that it can go all three ways. Genuinely, I would not be surprised if we're even gonna see a tie on 41 with 3 flashes because the game is just basically all the results are possible. And we do see the bull on ace because our Myers ventured out a bit too far away, and I don't know who could have see this actually, but he gets the down on rainfall, which would be not that hook for him.
I feel like that's the only way Prince can lose this game. I feel like that was so risky. I understand you're nervous about the gen progress, but you have to understand the position you were in there. It was such a strong point, and they have to pull that ace. If they let ace die, it's going to be that much harder to pop all the gens. Because 4K1, especially on a map like this in 3v1, it's so hard to play. But yeah, we are going to see another tag coming through. That's the kind of tag we need to see if we want to keep on pace for this 4K1.
Honestly, I agree with you so much, and we do find out that Rudnobasic on rotation. I guess someone wasn't careful enough.
I think that we might have seen a little miscom come in, and that's another down next to hook. I think Prince will definitely just sit here and secure this. If you secure this death before they can get the pickup, that would be so huge, and that might look like a 4K too.
Honestly, it can still be 4K1 or even like 4K0. I am genuinely wondering because the draw is not a thing anymore, right? Because obviously we had the 3 flashes. Oh, and he gets the body block. Oh, I don't think this ace can make anything. Never mind, ace gets the trade.
Oh. Wow,
This is actually massive.
Well played by Ace. Unfortunately, this trade just means death onto Ace. I feel like we're just in the same situation, -1 healthy survivor, because Ace was healthy. Now Jake is not. Now I feel like we're in a situation where we are actually in a worse spot because now all 3 survivors are injured. I feel like the survivors should have just tried to pick up Novasic and then try and get a reset for Jake's death and play the best they can with the gens that are left. But now, because of that trade, Myers knows that they have barely any progress, and he still has the death.
Honestly, survivors are in such a hard position because 4K1 is not a tie for them. They're still gonna lose it if it is 4K1. So they actually have to pop 2 gens for the win. And this is just putting on them, putting so much pressure on them. I don't know. They genuinely need a miracle.
Yeah, now Jake's dead, so that's pushing it into the 2v1. And those are 2 fresh hook survivors, so PR is still up. Man, unless there's 2 gens across the map that are 95% right now, I don't know if they can get out of this situation. Prince has played this so incredibly well, and the survivors have just been in such a bad spot.
Honestly, yeah, we do see this gen bot mid is kind of high progress though. I wonder if they have any other gens like really far away.
It looks like they were stacking it, I think. I saw some scratch marks in the room and on this side of the gen. Yeah, I think they were stacking that, so that shows that they just have no progress. So unless we see difference here, take Prince on an absolute crazy chase that lasts like 3 minutes long, I don't think we are going to see Desperate being able to meet this win con.
To be fair, Difference does have an RNG for it. You see 2 corner pallets and this pallet in the room 1. And we do see the gen pop, which would be a die coin. but they are locking on the freshes. If we somehow get either new passage or difference out of the hatch, it will be a tight set.
Yeah, they could
And I'm
still tie this if they get out the hatch, but that's gonna be so tough to do. But as I was saying, difference is making this very well played. I kind of counted them out, but difference is playing the chase incredibly well. I think they went up the stairs. Yeah, Prince just missing out on them going up the stairs, and this is actually buying a lot of time. Yeah, Prince is just gonna opt to leave, play the safe game, and try and patrol the gens. He still has Ruin up. I'm surprised the survivors never cleansed Ruin. That Ruin absolutely messed over their game here, and yeah, just trying to find out where Nubasic is to try and get another down.
honestly, I'm really curious about this game, like genuinely, because survivors don't have a regen. In fact, they have like the farthest gens away from each other possible, but they both are injured and it's still ruining the game. And we do see some progress on up 6, and we also know there's progress on 11. And I'm genuinely curious how it's gonna go.
Yeah, I mean the survivors are doing a great job right now of stealthing, but they're both injured. Unless they can get a reset, maybe they're just trying to play it slow, meet up, get a reset, and then maybe try and split two of the furthest gens and seeing if they can hold chases long enough that they can make something happen here.
Yeah, no, I as I said before, I really am always supporting survivors, and I don't have to say they have to pull a miracle here to get the gen done, or to get like any more escapes than for a tie. I just I don't know. They need to do so much.
Yeah, I really wonder what the survivors are doing right now, where they're meeting up. Myers is just patrolling these generators, and the question is, are they on this generator up here? We saw some progress on it earlier, and no, there's no sound. I think Prince is too worried about the gens. There's no progress. I think he can spend some time venturing out and trying to find maybe a reset spot and seeing if he can find where they're trying to meet up. My money is on like 12 or maybe like one corner. Just trying to get a sneaky reset away from the gens. But we'll see. We'll see what comes through here.
I don't think there's somewhere 1 to 3 side because, I mean, come on. Oh, never mind. I guess they are just putting pressure on the chance. It's such a risky play, but it might turn out. Might turn out being a good job for them. If Nobasic can actually, if he can actually pop this, it would be just a massive. That would be so well played from survivors, but I don't think he's gonna get anything.
Yeah, I don't know if they have enough to pop the generator. It looks like they might be playing though for the hatch escape. Also, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure Bleed Out would do the same thing. Losing the fresh.
Yes, yes. If any of survivors bleeds out, they will not be get. Team Reliance will not be getting the fresh points.
So they could be playing for the tie there.
They can try. I am wondering if Nobasic right now is just doing this Gen 11, just letting difference be on the ground for as long as possible, trying to make Prince think that he's not here. That would be such a massive play if they can actually pop this gen.
Yeah, I think Prince is just trying to look for a stealth, just thinking that they're trying to out stealth them and try and get that bleed out. The question is Difference still on this gen? No, Difference has crawled away. So now we're in the territory of a bleed out could happen. Prince doesn't know where Difference is and has no idea where Anubisic is either. So he could just be hiding anywhere on this map. And if that bleed out comes through, that would actually be the tie. And I'm pretty sure if Difference were to bleed out and Nubisic were to get through hatch, that's 2 freshes lost. So that would actually be the win for Desperate, right?
Yeah, it will be the win. We do find the difference though, right here on top of the portal of 12, and yeah, we're just gonna pick him up and try to hook. As we saw, the Gen on 11 has like no progress anymore. It's been absolutely regressed with the rune.
We see Boil Over Flip
Was
Flop.
Boil Over?
It was Boil Over and Flip Flop. They were recovering the whole time to crawl up there. And yeah, I think I'm getting a little bit of PTSD from this situation. Maybe I had one in the past. I'm not sure, but yeah. Wow, getting the pickup again and down. I'm not sure if Boilover's going to do enough this time because they didn't have that recovering time. But we will see. These hooks are very close, and if Prince gets stuck a little bit on the door, no, they are going to make it. So there is one of the fresh hooks. So now, best case scenario for Desperate, they can still get a tie if Nubasic does get out the hatch.
Yeah, and we saw Pain Talking not getting used, so we know both of the jets are literally zero progress. And this would mean Nubasic is just hiding somewhere in the locker, being a little rat he is or something. And I'm just I'm just so excited. I'm just so interested to know where he is. What would be your guess, Nathan?
Yeah, I think there's a chance he could be hiding upstairs, but there's also a chance he could be in the basement. We haven't really seen those places be checked yet, but yeah, we will see if he can find him out.
Yeah, no. Nubasic is doing an amazing job at stealthing. I wonder if it's an Iron Will or not. Because this is definitely like a really, really long time of stealthing. It, it just has to be either like head on with Lucky Star or just an Iron Will. And this will mean that the possibility of a hatch is more than just a possibility. It actually, like, it's highly possible that it happens because we see difference going second hook, so he can actually give up on the hook now. That will mean Nubasic can actually play the gamble game and get the hatch.
Yeah, I mean, this is just such a slow-paced game. They are stealthing so well, and we do see the death finally come through as he is trying to find out where he is, just trying to look everywhere to see where the survivor could possibly be. And now we are gonna have that race for the hatch. The question is, where is it? We actually hear the hatch. It's right here around the corner. I don't think Prince heard it though. I'm pretty sure I'm not schizophrenic. And he gets the hatch.
And we get the message
He
out.
gets the hatch. That ties the game. Holy crap.
Well done from Nubasic stealthing out for so long and actually getting the hatch.
That was such a well-played stealth coming through and managing to get the tie in the unlikely situation of that. That is actually crazy. Wow, what a well-played game.
Played.
But yeah, we will see that tie coming through, and then we will see an unknown set coming up next, which is going to be Reliance's pick, so we'll see what they can do on that set. See you guys then. Hello everybody and welcome back to Dead by Dawn Season 3. We have the second set of Reliance vs Desperate with Reliance's killer pick, Unknown. We do see Prince back on the killer again. We did see a tie in the first set, a crazy tie. Both were 4K1 with hatch escapes of fresh hook survivors, but we are going to see actually a very quick chase coming through onto this Jake with a bit of a funky outfit. But I am still not alone. I'm still here with X Rachel, my co-caster. X Rachel, the unknown set.
One of those games I will actually start get introduced before the first chase happens, right? I believe.
Maybe.
No, I'm really excited to see this set because, well, obviously it's more of a conventional set. We all are way more than just straight. It's kind of like one of the staple sets. Like every comp player kind of knows how to play it. You know, like people call them harmless because people just know everything about this killer, it feels like, and they know how to loot them exactly to not get downed or to get downed in the ways you need them, blah blah blah, yada yada, we all know this.
And that's a good point, but that leads into the fact that that was a very quick down. For an unknown set standard, getting a down before the first gen pops is very good. We do see the Noed in the back pocket of Prince, but with a start like this, we might not see it come into play.
Yeah, no, it's a good start for unknown. I don't want to say though it's more than notable now if survivors are gonna play it very good and not make mistakes. We do see a really good fake of the power though. First an Emma on Nubasic and keeping back, and Prince is in such a good spot right now.
Yeah.
Did we not see scratch marks behind?
Seeing the scratch marks a bit late, that could have been the chance to get the save. That was really close to being a really risky thing, but we do see the infect coming through, and yeah, as you were saying about unknown, the thing is, like, no matter how good of a start you have with a close swing coming through, but yeah, no matter how good of a start you have to keep up that pressure the whole time, because if you let the survivors get one little thing ahead of you, you can just crumble and snowball out of control. As we do see Rainfall being the candy, as Ace does come in and get the pull, and it looks like Prince maybe having his team count out the 10 seconds for him. The question is it going to be enough time to get the down through the window? No. We do see the endurance get hit, which typically, if you see that happen in like an S tier set or something, it's not too bad. But in an unknown set, that is just so much distance that the survivor can get. Like, you can see they make Shaq, a great infect coming through though, but they make Shaq. They can use Shaq to go anywhere in the map, and they were hooked on that 9 side of the map, so now they can just take it and go to the 3 side of the map and just have their teammates work on the generators on the other side. It looks like they're going to opt to play this jungle gym. A TP coming through. The question is, do we get this down? We do see Ace playing with Jake very well, managing to get the pallet drop for him. This is some incredible team play coming through.
No, it is a really good team play. Survivors, you can just tell the survivors are not playing the first game with each other, and I do want to say it's such a different, such an interesting choice of add-ons. We did see a lot of clones pop up on the 9 side, and you as an unknown nerd, Nathan, can you elaborate on the add-ons?
Yeah, so both of these add-ons are used to basically get the clones faster. As we do see an insane down coming through. Yeah, Ace playing a bit too close. You can't really hit tank for unknown when your teammate is infected. But yeah, both of these are used for getting clones down faster. I'm a big fan of the footprint cast, which is that top add-on that you see. But I feel like both of them is just overkill, as you are going to see too many clones coming through actually, and you will actually cycle out your clones that are in a good spot for clones that are in a worse spot, because you only get 4. So I think opting for maybe more of like a chase oriented one, like the hinder one that gives you 2 seconds extra of hinder, would have maybe been a better situation. But it looks like Desperate is really on top of Cleanse these clones, so it might pay off for Prince here, as we do see the pull come in onto Mancer, as we are continuing chase onto this Ace, which you got to get that tunnel out. There's 2 gens left. This is a 4 gen, I believe, on this side of the map, and yeah, Jake is just going to make it out. They went back too late, and now Jake is alive, and they're going to continue the 4v1.
Yeah, no, definitely. The survivors are putting so much pressure on Unknown again. Even though they had such a early down, they are making it up like so well. It's exactly what we were talking about with Survivor, with the Unknown having to put the pressure like the entire game. Like, look, the Unknown just lost a bit of pressure, and Survivors are back on top of their game. And and we do see and Linker hit. Oh my god, that's so huge. And it's actually a hook in the middle of a region. It might be a really important hook, and it's gonna be a PR.
See, now this does look good on paper, right? You got a hook on a
Oh
PR
no.
in a 4 gen, but the thing is, as Unknown, you just can't pressure the gens enough in a 4v1. If he was in this situation in a 3v1, it'd be looking very good and very much like he's gonna get a 4K. But because the tunnel managed to get away, it is going to be very tough for Prince here, as we do see Ace get pulled off in the distance. And I'm going to go back now, leaving Nubasic infected across the map. That's going to be very good, as we do see the reset come through, and he is just going to opt to go for another fresh hook. I think he's just cycling PRs right now, but the only gen with a lot of progress was Shaq, as he did push Nubasic off of that gen on 7 that had a little bit of progress on it, probably about 20 to 30%. But yeah, are we going to see the shot coming through? Nah, just missing out on that shot, as we do hear Shaq having a lot of progress.
Honestly, I don't think it's that good of a play to just get your PRs down and to see another amazing Linker hit.
That was an excellent shot.
Prince is really showing the reason the Reliance picked it. Oh my god, such amazing shots. I do want to say though, cycling through PRs and just getting those crashes, I don't think it's a bad idea, especially since you have Noid in the build. I think he's just playing for like a way more they say we do see an insta pull and insta chase straight back.
Yeah.
And
Ooh, I think they probably should have just followed walking them down, because now that Survivor's probably BL, based off of the fact that they're running up the hill, and you gave them the tag distance. Oh, that's an excellent TP. Oh, that's so risky to work TPs that are up if you're in a compromised position. But yeah, we did see that generator on 7 pop pretty quickly, so I believe that generator was probably stacked by Ace and Nancy. But we do see another down coming through. This is another PR. That was such a risky play. If Nubis has just played a little bit safer, that probably wouldn't have come through. And now this is looking like an even better situation for Prince.
honestly, can I just give this hook an MVP of this match? Like, oh my lord, this hook has been used for like every single PR of this game. This is just incredible. It's also in the middle of the region, so I think this hook is just so valuable for Prince.
Oh,
We do see another amazing shot. He actually gets the UVX on the knee again, and this might be a quick down.
yeah, some
And it
great
is a
shots.
quick down. We do see eruption pop up in the distance.
Yeah, some great
massive-
shots coming through from Prince, as we do see the slug and the chase onto Manser. Now the thing is, there could be a generator being stacked across the map, and that means Prince is on borrowed time here, and that they need to get something going. I think chasing this is a bit risky, because this is the death hook, so not going to net that many stages. If I were in the position, I would just pick up Rainfall and then try and make it across the map so I can pressure the generator. But we do see the pickup onto Rainfall, so that means the generator's not being stacked anymore. The question is how much progress, and is this chase gonna pay off for Prince?
I do definitely agree with you. Picking a rainfall would be such a more interesting idea, and we do have a down. Bit of a miscommunication on the budget block or something, and we do see rainfall go down. And as we both know, rainfall is still our last laner's hook, and this might just be this thing that Prince needs for this 4K. And as I say, he's not gonna go for the PR and the gen pops, of course.
Yeah, I mean, Nancy
Did I
was
expect?
sitting on that gen for so long. Ever since she got unhooked, she was probably sitting on that gen. So the amount of progress that has makes a lot of sense. As we do see someone's instantly in basement. Oh, managing to get that save, that's really risky, because now if Ace manages to go down, that's going to be an even better result for Prince here. Question is, what is this gate at? It looks like he's running to this gate on 12. Is this gate about to open? We do hear the noises coming through. In the clutch save in basement, in the no end. It looks like Ace is going to take a hit. No, Ace!
Never done that
No!
about no, I do.
Oh, it looks like
Oh, this is so
maybe
unfortunate.
maybe they weren't counting the perks. They only saw 3, so they should have known that Noed could be in play, especially with the killer, as harmless as Unknown can be. But that is going to be an excellent result coming from Prince. 9 stages and 4 fresh is a great result on Unknown. You typically see results under the 6 stage mark on Unknown, so seeing a 9 stage, I can tell you that they're probably pretty happy on Reliance for that result.
Also, no, Reliance have to be happy with this result. This is such a good result on Unknown, especially considering Desperate is not the weakest team in the bracket at all. And honestly, no, this is just an amazing result.
Yeah, a great result coming through, but we will see if Desperate can come through with their killer side and beat this WinCon. But yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Hello, everybody. We are back once again with the Unknown set. This time we have Desperate on the killer, and we are going to see a bit of a fun build coming through. Ruin, Devour, and Penty with that Pain Res in the back pocket. Opting not to have the Corrupt because he's going for the Hex build. And with a WinCon like 10 stages, yeah, you kind of need something to come through. And such a quick tag. I don't think your dream is going to come true, Ray. I think you're going to be introed after the first chase every time today. But yeah, we do see an early tag come in, opting to drop. But yeah, what do you think about this build?
Honestly, this build, it's a risky build. Like, I understand 10 stages unknown is kind of a hard win gun, but it's just such a risky thing. I guess you do have plenty for this, but just If they get cleansed, like what are you gonna do? You only have Painless and you don't have Corrupt either. So you're letting survivors put early pressure on you. And if you don't do well in chases, you're not gonna get a lot of value from this.
Yeah.
And since Reliance picked the set, I'm pretty sure they are more than aware how to play against this killer.
The thing about Unknown, oh wow, they insta got on that gen. See, that's the no corrupt coming through. That gen was probably stacked. Yeah, that's what you get for not running corrupt. But yeah, Devour an Unknown, I feel like it's just not the play. The thing about Unknown is the struggle is chases, right? The struggle is the fact that everyone knows how to abuse Unknown, and the way his power works with you getting infects and then having to hit the secondary one too, it just makes his chases last so long. And with Devour, you need to get quick chases, so we do see a bit of a phantom pathing there, and managing a TP, I think it's gonna be a tag, yeah, but you need to get the downs quick, and you need to get multiple downs to get Devour going, and I just feel like that's just not plausible on Unknown. I feel like this is it's a risky build, and not only is it a risky build, I feel like it's kind of not the best build, but we do see it down, and that is going to be a wave. Are we going to see someone playing for the save? Yeah, we do find the savior out, so we might be able to get this tag. Yeah, we're going to get this tag, and the question is, are they going to stay for it, or are they going to just, yeah, they're going to insta-pick, and it looks like Ace did not run back to try and get the save, as it is a bit of a risky play.
Honestly, this chase took a long time, and I'm not gonna be shocked to see a gen pop like in a few seconds. And we do see this gen on 7 that just having so much progress on it. I guess we do have Ruin and like Devour, so we can play aggressively away from the hook, but I don't know, like those gens have such high progress. We really do need to have a fast chase to get to make the build happen and just make the win possible.
Yeah, I think he needs to just sit on the side of the map, let these gens regress, force the pull across the map, and just try and play around here now, because he does still have that Ruin up, and as much as I think this build is a little bit not great, you kind of have to play into that, and if he can just, yeah, see, this is just not what I think is the play, because, like, you have two gens on the other side of the map that are such high progress, and you're going back to the hook. Like, if you're gonna play for that kind of play style, you can't bring a build like this. You need to stay in that area, you need to pressure them off the gens, force them to get this unhook, get you a stack of Devour, and let Ruin eat at those generators. But it looks like they're still gonna get the save before second anyway, so all that time spent over here away from the gens, letting two of them pop just to get the unhook before second anyway. Mancer is just in a rough spot right now, and the survivors are playing around it so well. Both of the survivors juking out from the shot, but the TP is right there, as we do see a down coming through, and Nia is just going to give up another tag as well.
They're playing so aggressively. You can just tell they know to play the set, and they are more than confident in their own ability. They are just making, like, they're just putting so much pressure on Mancer and just not letting him play his own game, basically. Like, he basically has nothing going for him. Like, not even a region, I don't think so.
Kinda. He does have this 3-gen on 3-4 and Shack. It's definitely playable, but it's a bit harder because they can just pre-leave Shack towards the 9 side of the map. As we do see a full reset coming through. I wouldn't be surprised if he catches them out over here on 9. Yeah. So we do find Dwight, so that means that all of them are probably going to be in this area. Yeah, we do find Nia. And we still don't have a stack of Devour because he was so close to that unhook. But we do see the first stack coming through. And honestly, depending on how he plays this, we might see that Devour coming into play in the 3v1 actually, if he opts to go for this tunnel. If he can get this down quick enough, it will be 3v1 and he will be playing that 3-gen in the 3v1. And we might be able to see the Devour value actually coming through. Mind gaming this bust tile out. Yeah, this is a bit of a newer variation of bust, so survivors might not be as comfortable playing it. As much as we've been talking about the build, a tunnel out this early actually does seem a little bit promising for what you can get as a result.
No, honestly, now in 3v1, Ruin's gonna shine. Ruin's gonna shine really bright, and you can't even really cleanse it because you have Frenzy as well once you cleanse it. And survivors in a kind of a rough position, especially with having 2 injured survivors. Even if they don't have a very good 3-gen, they have to earn it. They have to pop the gens, and this is definitely not gonna be an easy task. Monster's not gonna let it happen just so easily.
Yeah, and they were stacking this gen out too, so he knows where all their progress is. There's some on 4 and some on the Shack gen. He can just sit here and pressure them off and let Ruin eat away, just trying to have them make a mistake so he can get a down and get the snowball going. As we do see the first cleanse coming through, that was his Ruin, so that's looking very good for the survivors. We are going to see him put up a Penti right away and then TP away, so Dwight can actually just get right back on that totem. He kind of needs to go back there and pressure that, but looks like Dwight's not opting to go for the totem and opting to play aggressive on the Shack gen. They want to pop it, but now that Mancer is at Shack, he's probably just going to go back to that totem and cleanse it again, and that's going to be Penti gone as well.
This is such an unfortunate hex spawn as well. Like, it doesn't matter how well you place it. It doesn't matter if you have Ruin here on Penti. Like, you're always gonna like guaranteed to cleanse it because, well, it's nowhere near your 3 gen, and it's just such a free cleanse every single time. We still have Devour though, and I'm not sure if survivors are aware of that. They might just expect some Noid.
Oh, a little bit of a mistake coming through from
Oh!
Lucas. He let go of the TP while he was trying to cleanse it, so now he's injured and he's infected if that shot comes through. Oh my god! That's insane! An insane shot coming through, and Mancer actually has brought this back to what looks like a 4K2 now. If he can just find Ace, and we do see the blood, I think this is going to be a 4K2 unless, like, Mancer just, like, falls over and dies right now.
Oh my god, no, but Mancer's managing to come back from this is absolutely incredible. I did not expect anything like that.
Holy
Like,
crap.
I expected a lot of stages. I expected like low stages, but I did not expect a 4K2 from the situation he got from the beginning. Oh my god, that was absolutely perfectly played for him ever since he 3 gens popped. He literally made 0 mistakes and just played so beautifully.
Reliance was in the power position there, and it just fell apart. That is going to be the win for Desperate of the Unknown set and the win overall, because we did see a tie in the first set, and because of that, because Desperate won this set, they will win the whole match. Wow. To see that go from what looked like Mancer was in a really hard spot to being a 4K2, that is the snowball potential of Unknown if a few things go wrong. But that was such a crazy match to see today, and well played from both teams. But do we have any other matches today, or is that tomorrow?
I believe all the matches are tomorrow. We're gonna have 2 matches tomorrow. So for some people, it's gonna be 3 matches, but it's gonna be like past midnight for me for the 3rd match. And yeah,
Wow.
I have a lot of matches tomorrow.
Yeah, incredible matches, a match today, and we're going to see some incredible matches tomorrow, but we hope you guys come in and watch those. Thanks for watching these matches today, and we will see you guys tomorrow with those matches. Bye-bye.